in 1992, it was a Wednesday. And so my to-be wife and I, we had just been downtown LA preparing some final arrangements for our wedding, which was that Saturday. And so we're driving down the Harbor Freeway heading back home, and we start going through South Central, and I see this column of smoke. So I said, okay, we're going to get called in. So I'm waiting, and you know, this was like around dinner time when this first saw this, and then it wasn't until after I said, okay, I guess not, you know, let's go to sleep. And so right after we started getting ready to go to bed, here comes a phone call.
So with Officer Lang, I just saw the coverage of the aunt, and I saw the coverage of the Asians, some of whom supporting the family, some of whom are supporting the officer's sentencing. And, you know, it's the same conversation as when Sunja-do and Latasha Harlins happened. I mean, it's almost exactly the same. I was kind of blown away. So I guess when I think about the situation in terms of media, I think the media enhances all of that, because the media also does not have an ability to distinguish.
I don't know if the other balanced side of reporting was also there beside the headline stories, but at least in my exposure, I don't remember them. So I would say, you know, media and the public were focused on, you know, the outlier stories, obviously, and for the sake of just, you know, that finger in the air kind of feels. Do I feel there's balanced reporting? At least I don't have that sense of it.
The real, even the Rodney King thing is how people are treated, how they're handled. You know, systemic neglect. I call it systemic neglect. There's no real attempt to deal with the underlying issues. So that became black residents versus Korean merchants, right? That's the outcome. That's on the surface. Beyond it was complicity as far as I'm concerned with what I call governmental neglect. But anyway, that's sort of what happened, and so the Rodney King thing was not. It was extremely unfortunate, but it's not surprising to me.
Until there are more people that come from different backgrounds, that are curious, that are not afraid to ask, that are not afraid to speak up, that are not afraid to say to the editor or whoever's running the show, you know, I think there's more texture here. I think we need to ask a little bit more questions. We need to find out a little bit more. But, you know, as a new anybody, you're not going to push back too hard on an editor or a chief who has been around for 20 years. So you have to be smart about it, you know. What does that mean? Well, it depends. Because each one of you have a different, you are your unique self.